everyone. How you all? Okay. Today we are going to discuss the new chapter, very attractive and coolest chapter, that is chemical bonding. Okay. Chemical bonding and molecular structure. Chemical bonding and molecular structure. Before going to this chapter, I am going to tell one story. Okay, chemical bonding and molecular structure. What that story means, I am telling about two friends. Okay, they are good friends, they are best friends. Okay, like your best friends. Okay, one friend sitting on the front desk. Okay, one friend sitting on the front desk, and the other friend means the best friend. The two are the very best friend, like wow, what a good friends, like that. Okay, one friend sitting on the front desk, the second friend sitting on the last desk. I am telling both they were very good friends. They, do you feel they become happy because one friend sitting on the front desk, other friend sitting on the last desk? Do you think they will be happy? No, they do not happy. Why? Because they are very far away from each other. Is it? They are very far away from each other. That's why they won't be happy. Then what? How they become happy? How? Again, the friends coming close to each other means both were sitting on the front desk. Both the friends coming close to each other. Okay, then they become happy. In the first, they won't be happy because these two friends are very far away from each other. That's why they won't be happy. After they coming close to each other and talking with each other, they become happy. There is, in between these two friends, there is some force of attraction. Okay, in between these two friends, there is some force of attraction. There is some force of attraction. That's why they are best friends and they were the good friends. And between them, very love with each other. Both are very love with each other. Okay, that's why I am telling both are very best friends. That's in chemistry we call it as there is some force of attraction between them. This force of attraction we call it as bonding. Okay, ಏನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ? ಎಂತ ಬಾಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಅಪ್ಪ ಅವರಿಬ್ರು ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಶಿಪ್, ಎಷ್ಟು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆಯಪ್ಪ ಬಾಂಡಿಂಗ್, ಅವ್ರ ಕೋಆರ್ಡಿನೇಷನ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆಯಪ್ಪ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಿರ್ತೀವಲ್ವಾ? ಲೈಕ್ ದಟ್ there is some force of attraction between them, that we call it as bond. Okay, in not only bonding or not only love, not only friendship, it's that not only in the human being, it also in the atoms. Okay, the love, friendship and everything. Okay, the bonding, it takes place in atoms also. Then we are going to, then we come to the chemistry, that is the topic, that is chemical bond. First we discuss about the chemical bond ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನೋಡೋಣ. After that we go to the molecular structure. I am taking one example, chemical example, the molecule. First I am taking one example, that is the atom A. Okay, the atom A and atom B, where they are very far away from each other. They won't be happy far away from each other. Both are coming close to each other and it become form a molecule. Okay, molecule no formation ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ or it form a compound ಅಂತ ಕೂಡ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. Then the molecule, after forming a molecule, okay, the A and B both are the atoms very far away from each other. They won't be happy and they coming close to each other, it become a molecule or compound. It will be happy. Why it become happy after coming close to each other and form a molecule? We can learn in this chapter, that is chemical bonding. Okay, ಇದೇನು, ಯಾಕೆ ಇದು ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಆದಾಗ ಯಾಕೆ ಇದು ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಈ ಆಟಮ್ಸ್? ಯಾಕೆ ಸಿಂಗಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಅಲೋನ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದಾಗ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ಆಗಿರೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಕೆಮಿಕಲ್ ಬಾಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಓಕೆ, ದೆನ್ ದಿಸ್ between A and B there is a bond. There is a bond means some force of attraction between A and B. We call it as chemical bond. Then define what is chemical bond annadana define ಮಾಡಿ. The chemical bonding is defined as there is the attractive force, okay, the attractive force which holds the molecule, okay, the attractive force which holds the molecule, the attractive force which holds various constituents means what? Constituents means atoms ಆಗಿರಬಹುದು ಅಥವಾ ions ಆಗಿರಬಹುದು. Okay, atoms are ions etc. Okay, which holds the attractive force which holds various constituents together in different chemical species. Okay, in sorry, the attractive force which holds the various constituents in constituents andre yadu atoms, ions or etc. Okay, all constituents together ಕಾಣ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ? together in different species is called chemical bonding. ಏನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ? chemical bonding ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಕರಿತೇವೆ. Get it? What is chemical bonding? The attractive force which holds various constituents ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆಟಮ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಅಯಾನ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಯಾವುದೇ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಟುಗೆದರ್ ಇನ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಸ್ಪೀಶೀಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಕೆಮಿಕಲ್ ಬಾಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಕರಿತೇವೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಇನ್ ಕೆಮಿಕಲ್ ಬಾಂಡಿಂಗ್ now we are going to study, already I told A, B form a molecule. Okay, why these form a molecule na yak formation ಮಾಡ್ತವೆ? What happened between A and B? Okay, what happened between A and B? This will be learned by chemical bonding. ಏನು ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಯಾವ್ದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀವಿ? ಕೆಮಿಕಲ್ ಬಾಂಡಿಂಗ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀವಿ. And also this was proved by many scientists. Okay, and this was proved by so many scientists that the first two scientists, that is Kozel and Lewis. Okay, that approach we are going to discuss. Kozel and Lewis approach, the first two scientists who gave the theory bonding between the atoms. They told about the bonding between the atoms. That two scientists are Kozel and Lewis. Okay, Kozel and Lewis approach ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ ಅಥವಾ theory ಅಂತ ಕೂಡ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. Okay, Kozel, the first theory about the chemical bond, that is Kozel and Lewis approach or Lewis approach or theory ಅಂತ ಕೂಡ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. Kozel and Lewis approach or Kozel and Lewis theory. What they are telling, ಏನಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಈ Kozel and Lewis ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, these two are telling about the atoms. Okay, Kozel and Lewis both are telling about the atoms. ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೈನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, there was an atom, instead of an atom, first atoms ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? atom ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, there is a nucleus. Okay, the positive part we call it as nucleus, and around the nucleus there are shells around the nucleus ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. Okay, he said atom is made up of two parts. ಏನಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ? ಈ ಲೇವಿಸ್ ಏನಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ? The made up of two part andre there is an atom. It is made up of two part, that is one is kernel and other one is valence shell. Okay, kernel and valence shell. Causal and Lewis theory. This is the first theory about chemical bonding that can be take place by a atom. Okay, bonding ಹೇಗಾಗುತ್ತೆ, two atoms joined ಆಗಿ bond ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆನಾ, two elements or two atoms ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ join together or link together it will form a chemical bond. ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ bonds formation ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅನ್ನೋದೆಲ್ಲ ಈ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ತಿಳಿತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತೀರಾ. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ the first theory is causal and Lewis approach or causal and Lewis theory. According to this theory, the atom is made up of two parts. The first one is kernel and other one is the valence shell. Then what about the kernel? Kernel ಏನು ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ? Consider, here we are going to consider the sodium. Okay, sodium, that is the atomic number of sodium is 7. Okay, atomic number of sodium is 7. The electronic configuration of sodium is 1s2, 2s2, 2p. Sorry, sodium is not 11, sodium is 11. Okay, nitrogen is 7, sodium is 11. That is 1s2, 2s2, 2p, 2p6, 3s1. Okay, is it 3s1? This is the electronic configuration of sodium. Then here I am taking the positive part, we call it as nucleus. The first shell, it has 2 plus 2 plus 2, that is 8. First shell andre 1s2, that is 2 electrons in the first shell. The second shell, it has second shell ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಇದನ್ನ ನಾವು second shell ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. This is the first shell. 1 ಅಂತ ಏನು ಬರುತ್ತೋ ಅದನ್ನ ನಾವು first shell ಅಂತೀವಿ. ಏನು 2 ಅಂತ ಏನು ಬರುತ್ತೋ 2s2 ಆಗಿರಬಹುದು, 2p6 ಆಗಿರಬಹುದು, both we considered as the second shell ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. If in case it has 3s2 and 3s2, 3p6 ಅಂತ ಇದ್ದು ಕೂಡ ಅದನ್ನ ನಾವು third shell ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ವಿ. Here it has only 3s1, only one electron, that is in the third shell. Okay, here the second shell, it has 8 electrons. Okay, 2s2, 2p6. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It has 8 electrons in the second shell. The third shell, it has only one electron. Okay, third shell, it has only one electron. What causal and Lewis approach said means the atom is made up of two parts, that is kernel and valence shell. Kernel means the positive charge, nucleus with all the shells without outermost shell. All of you get it very clearly. Okay, nucleus with all the shell without outermost shell. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ? ಅಂದ್ರೆ nucleus and 1s2 shell and the second shell without this shell, without the outermost shell, we call it as kernel. ಏನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ? Kernel ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. Get it? Are you clear with that? What is kernel? According to Causal and Lewis, the kernel is nucleus with all the shells without outermost shell. We call it as kernel. Get it? Are you clear with that? Okay. What about the valence shell? ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ valence shell ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ Causal and Lewis ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ರೆ? Okay. ಒಂದು ಡೆಫಿನಿಷನ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಕರ್ನಲ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಬರ್ಕೋಬಿಡಿ. Kernel means nucleus with all the shell without outermost shell called ಏನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ? Kernel ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. Okay, nucleus with all the shells without outermost shell, we call it as kernel. Clear? Then what about the valence shell? And also, the kernel is the positive part of the atom. Kernel is the positive part of the atom. Kernel is the positive part of the atom. Already you know. Positive means nucleus irutte. Okay. Kernel is the positive part of the atom. The number of electrons are lesser than the number of kernels. Okay. Number of electrons, that is another point. The number of electrons are lesser than number of proton. Is it clear? Proton andre enu? Positive charged nucleus na ನಾವು ಅಂದ್ರೆ nucleus with positive nucleus ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? Positive charged species na ನಾವು ಏನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ? Nucleus ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ number of protons ಅಂತ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ? Nucleus ಇರುತ್ತೆ. Okay, total number of protons we call it as nucleus. Okay, here the protons are number of protons are more than the electrons because ಯಾಕೆ outermost species ಏನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ? ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. In kernel, okay, in kernel number of electrons are lesser than the number of protons. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆಯಲ್ವಾ? ಈಗ ಏನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ? Total number of protons which is equal to total number of electrons. But in this case ಏನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ? ಒಂದು ಆಟಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ 2 ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಕರ್ನಲ್ ನ ನಾವು ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ. ಆ ಕರ್ನಲ್ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಅಂತ ಯಾಕೆ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಔಟರ್ ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ವಿತೌಟ್ ದ ಔಟರ್ ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಶೆಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿದೆ? ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ. ಓಕೆ, ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ನಾವು ತೆಗೆದಿದೀವಿ ಅಂತ ಅಂದಾಗ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಪ್ರೋಟಾನ್ಸ್ ಗಳ ಸಂಖ್ಯೆ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇಫ್ ಇನ್ ಕೇಸ್ ಈ ಔಟರ್ ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಶೆಲ್ ಕೂಡ ಇದ್ದಿದ್ರೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತಿತ್ತು? ಒಂದು ಆಟಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ protons which is equal to number of electrons ಆಗ್ತಿತ್ತು. ಹೌದಾ? number of electrons. But what happened in this case? Without the outermost shell ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದೀವಿ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಏನಿದು? 3s1 shell ಇಲ್ವೇ ಇಲ್ಲ ಈ ಆಟಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಓಕೆನಾ? the outermost shell ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದಾಗ number of electrons ಗಳ ಸಂಖ್ಯೆ ಕರ್ನಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. get it? okay, the number of electrons are ಏನು? number of electrons are lesser than the number of protons in the kernel. Clear? Okay. Then we go to an atom would be stable if and only if the valence shell is 8 electrons. ಏನು valence shell ಅಂತ ನಾವು ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋಣ ಫಸ್ಟ್. ಓಕೆನಾ? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಿದೆ atom is made up of 2 parts. One is positive part and the other one is negative part. Okay. Already I told you atom, it considered Causal and Lewis considered it has 2 parts. One is kernel, already you know about the kernel, and we go to know about the valence shell. The atom means it has a positive part, it has nucleus and it has so many shells. The outermost shell, okay, the outermost shell we called it as valence shell. Get it? Okay. What we call it as kernel? The nucleus with all the shell. Without outermost shell, we call it as kernel. What we call it as valence shell? The outermost shell. The outermost shell we call it as valence shell. Get it? Are you clear with that? Then how? When the atom is said to be stable anta ಹೇಳಿ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ the valence shell, it has 2 or 8 electrons. Okay, 2 or 8 electrons. Then only the valence shell or the atom is said to be stable. Get it? ಯಾವಾಗ atom stable ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ the valence shell, okay, the valence shell, it has either it has 2 electron or it has 8 electrons. Okay, either it has 2 electron or it has 8 electrons. 2 electrons or 8 electrons. 2 or 8 electrons. Then only the valence shell is said to be stable. stable. Get it?